And we're live. Hey guys, this is Jan from DoraHacks and welcome to the workshop of today's workshop of the EMC Hackathon AI and DePIN Builders Unite on EMC. So today's workshop session is about the technical sharing, EMC Layer1 On-chain Deployment. And before we start, let me give you some background of this hackathon. As the largest Web3 multi-chain developer incentive platform, it's an honor for DoraHacks to support the EMC Hackathon, and we're looking forward to all the incredible and amazing projects building on top of Edge Matrix chain. Very excited to have here today Brandon, EMC developer, and without further ado, let's welcome Brandon. And for the audience, if you do have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comment section on YouTube or Binance Live, and we will go through them at the end. So Brandon, whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and start.
All right. Thank you, Jan, and thank you, DoraHacks, for the invite and also for the partnership of hosting this hackathon. My name is Brandon. I'm one of the developers from the EMC team. So today, we're gonna briefly explain to the audience out there what is EMC network, what you can do with it. We're gonna do a walkthrough of how to deploy a smart contract on the EMC Layer 1 network. But just really briefly, I know we already probably went through this last time, but EMC is a multi-blockchain AI infrastructure network that consists of three pieces of EMC protocol, EMC hub, as well as the Layer 1 network. We don't need to go into details, but this is this brought us together with DoraHacks a few weeks ago in the first week of September to kick off this hackathon. And we want to focus on artificial intelligence, especially decentralized AI, as well as DePIN. These are the two primary areas for our focus. And thanks to our investors, from which we just closed a round of $20 million about 2 months ago, that we are trying to really reach out to all of you developers who are interested in AI, who share our same belief in a decentralized artificial intelligence future, so that we can all create Web3 decentralized applications running on chain. So that's where we came from. And just to add to what Yang just mentioned on this EMC and DoraHacks hackathon, we have a reward pool of $1 million. On top of that, the EMC Foundation, we have also set aside a 10 million developer grant for the developers, so that hopefully in the coming months, many of you will be trying out our SDK, which we're gonna work through that in a minute, and see what you can do in AI and the DePIN track. All right. So with that introduction, let me switch to our Gitbook documentation. Let me try to present. Oh, okay. Thank you, Jan. Yeah. So that's my screen. Let me go to our testnet documentation site. So this is, just go to docs.emc.network. And so this is the main entrance to all things technical about EMC. And you can go into this EMC testnet to see this menu here. That our team is still updating the documentation, but what we got here gives you a good overview of what is EMC, how to do the deployment, and what are the differences between, say, a mainnet and the testnet. Let me just quickly highlight some of the key sections in our documentation site. So testnet, and this is about how to, the technical specs of EMC network. How is it different from other layer ones, and how we can scale with a distributed DePIN network. So that's something that makes EMC very special, because as many of you know, most of the layer 1 networks in the industry, they run on CPU nodes. But to do decentralized AI, we really need GPUs. So that's what we have created, this network of GPU machines. So whether you are the developers or node operators out there, this is where you can check out and the requirements. So how to, these are the basic. I won't bore you with that. Set up the development environment. We'll go with a hard hat. So how to set up a typical project structure, how to set up a folder. Nothing really too out of ordinary here, and how to write a very simple smart contract. If you are familiar with the Solidity, this should come quite straightforward to you. And we're going to show you all the steps, how to upload the script into the compiler, how to compile and how to deploy and how to verify the results. And what are the key configurations of the chain, which will be helpful when you need to add our network to a MetaMask wallet. Yeah, so this is how did you go about the testing, and you can also there's some explanation about the gas fees. You can see how we can handle that. Our mainnet was launched a few months ago, but we are going through some major iterations with this up and coming testnet. So there's some differences, but this is how, these are the key parameters for the EMC testnet. The usual suspects, such as the network ID and RPC URL. And also this is the address for the scanner, for the EMC scanner that we have created, which is, I can show you here, which is testnet.emcscan.com. It is I've already connected my MetaMask wallet to this site. So it has, you can see all the latest blocks, and average block time is 2.2 seconds. We're right now at about 2.5 million block height, with more than 17,000 of wallet addresses, and the gas fee is fairly low. Yeah, so this is how we're going to use to verify that we have successfully created a smart contract in a minute. Yeah, let me just walk you through the rest of the Gitbook documentation, and we can also we also explain how do we do the cross-chain messaging, because as mentioned earlier, we are a multi-blockchain layer 1 network. So we're trying to be more agnostic toward different ecosystems, because it's really, I think that's where the future, how the industry will end up as. I think these are some of the less technical but more on the philosophical grounds. And how do we use Oracle, which is vital to the DeFi applications, and and how do you handle the pre-compiled contracts? Yeah, so we have some codes where you can try for yourself, and also let me see, there's then as endpoint, I think we went over that, especially the testnet RPC endpoint. So these are the we just show you that, and the block explorer. So that's the address. That's this one here, testnet.emcscan.com. And I think the rest we can show you how to set up the wallet, how to claim test tokens from our faucet, etc. Right now we support multiple systems from Windows to Mac and Linux, and we have this. So this is a testnet blockchain explorer. All right, so that is the gist of our EMC testnet documentation site. I hope that will give you sufficient guidance and also specs how to go about setting up the environment, as well as start writing your own smart contract on EMC. So now let's take a look at how to do that with a sample with a sample smart contract. Let me open a new window. Let's go to Remix. Okay. Let's go to a clean one. Let's go to Remix. Okay. Let's go to the development experiment. Here I've already, but I can delete that so that we can start from scratch. Okay, so this is a clean slate. We are in the File Explorer. Let's upload a file. We have created a test token file for this workshop. So that's right here. Test token. So all right, let's take a look. Yeah, it's a fairly simple file, no more than 20 lines. It defines it's a ERC20 contract, and this is the token supply. We're gonna define in a minute, and that's really it. It's a very simple, very straightforward test file. All right. So once we have created that, let's go to the Solidity compiler. Okay, let me also enlarge the window here, the terminal window, so that we can see the progress. And we just hit compile test token. This is the name of the test file we have just uploaded into this into Remix. Let's do this. It's running. Okay. So it has been compiled. This step happens fairly quickly. You can see, and you can tell by, okay, there's a green checkpoint, check mark that says the compilation has been successful. And there's a contract here. Now we're going to deploy this contract. It's called the ERC20 fixed supply. For more detailed explanation of our tokenomics, can go back to the previous documentation site to see how what's our suggestion there. And let's go to the next item on the menu, which is deploy and run transactions. Here, okay, so this is how we're gonna deploy this contract. First, we need to make sure we are in the right environment. Let's see the menu here, okay? So we need to connect to MetaMask. Okay, pick this one. Here, because I'm already connected to MetaMask, but if you haven't done so, if this is the first time you are connecting your MetaMask wallet to Remix, and you will be prompted with a window from MetaMask that says, "Oh, do you confirm? Do you confirm that you want to get connected to Remix?" Just click yes. Okay. Now we are connected. Just let's make sure all the key parameters are correct. So you have 99876, which is a chain ID for the EMC network. And how do we know that is right? We go back to the test network, which has let's see, quick start. I think that's right here. Okay, that is here. Oh, the endpoint is here. Okay, so that is a network ID 99876, and yeah, that's the right network. And also, this is the right balance from my MetaMask. I have roughly 50 EMC tokens here, and it's my wallet address from MetaMask. Okay, here for the gas limit, you can just leave it as a default value, which is 3 million estimated gas. And for the contract, we just need to enter a value for the total supply. For the demo, you can just probably try, let's say 1 million test token. 1,000,000. Okay. That's really it. And we can just hit deploy. Deploy. Yeah, from the terminal window, you can see this is it's creating. You say, oh, deploy a contract request from. This is the right. This is the right website. Estimated fee with 950 guai. Sounds about right. Let's confirm. And it's not. It says the creation. This is the name of the smart contract is pending. Okay. A green check mark. All right. So that means the contract has been successfully created. This is at a block. A new block has been produced at a 2.5 million roughly block height. And yeah. So let's take a look. This is a new contract. We have just deployed a smart contract from this test token file on the EMC Layer1 network. And this is the name of the smart contract. This is the address, the wallet address. Take a look. This is the 0x189 with last 696. Yeah. So how do you know this has been deployed successfully? Let's go to the scanner, which is testnet.emc. Oh, let me just copy the address. Let's go to scan. Let's paste 696. Yeah, that's the. Oh, okay. So it has returned a search result. So let's go to this smart contract address. Okay, this is the one. Says test token. Yeah, that's the name of the file we just uploaded into Remix. And there's no EMC there yet. And success. That's the status. And yep. So that's really it. So from here, the smart contract has been successfully deployed and can now be verified on the EMC test network scanner. Yeah. So let me go back to Remix. Yeah. So that is it. So that's a whole end-to-end loop of how you can set up the environment as well as deploying a smart contract. Oh, before I close, just to show you how to. You guys should know this. But if you haven't done this for the first time, you just go to select a network, add a network, and add a network manually. You can see EMC. And just enter the RPC URL endpoint, which is here. You can use either of the two, but let's say you just use the first one, and make sure you enter 99876 as a chain ID. It will prompt you. You want to use the ticker EMC. You just say yes. If this is the first time, you can just click the save button to add this network manually to your MetaMask. But here I've already added that, so that's just a reminder to need to switch from Ethereum mainnet to the EMC test network. Okay, so yeah, Jan, back to you. That is really the entire flow how anyone can deploy the smart contract on the EMC Layer1 network. So that's my end of my demo today.
All right, so thanks a lot to Brandon for joining us today, and this concludes our session. It was a great workshop about the technical sharing of EMC Layer1 On-chain Deployment. So I think and hope that the audience learned about EMC, how to deploy a smart contract. And so thank you very much for joining us today. See you next time.
Yeah, thank you very much, Yang. Thank you very much, DoraHacks, and hope all of you out there, check out our Telegram and Discord servers. We look forward to meeting, more of you to build applications on the EMC. Thank you.
Thank you.